Alright guys, back for round 2. We got pro out of the way. We didn't do terrible. We hit a couple bad drives, but we saved ourselves. Let's try not to do that this time. Let's get that opening. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Alright. Now, YouTube expert guys, in the prep group, I don't know if you guys bothered watching the pro one. I was telling those guys, I've got a super busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to just go for it, unless something goes terribly wrong in like the first 4 or 5 holes. But, I still want you guys to use today as extra practice. I'm just trying to show you all the stuff that I've learned from all the really good players, especially really good tournament players. Get an extra day of qualifying, get an extra practice, hone in shots, get your adjustments down. That's the difference between shooting a decent score, that's the expected score, like you eagle the par 5s, you birdie the rest of the holes, and getting a top 10 or a banner score where you pick up 2 or 3 extra strokes on the field. That's what those guys do. I kind of like this bag the way it is. I'm not using my main account. The clubs are probably a little more than what you guys have. This might be too, to a point, but probably pretty similar. So let us get started. Yeah, so stuck. Playing yet. Hole 1. More often than not, the winds from pro to expert are pretty much the same direction. They just get a little stronger for expert. So I don't think we'll change a whole lot. No, same wind, just a little stronger. We got tons of kingmakers, so we'll stick with that. Alright, that's not terrible, but it's not particularly good because we never really had a chance at the hole in one. So I'm thinking maybe next time, one less backspin and maybe a little left curl to cancel out the wind a little. Keep it rolling towards the hole. And of course on the weekend round, if you have some really cool balls like this Bandera ball, or if you have any bobbles or snowmen or anything like that left, par 3s are not a bad place. I mean, it's pretty much the only place to use them because they don't have a lot of power. Cut the wind down as much as possible, increase your chances at a hole in one. Not sure where he was going for there, but because any strokes you can pick up on the field is going to be really important. And this is definitely one of the holes that's, a hole in one hole. A lot of people are going to get it, and that's a good place to get a stroke up on the field. We might play a couple of the shootouts just to see if we get a similar wind to the regular hole. It could be extra practice. Since it's not our intent to hold back on this one, we don't have to worry about winning or getting good scores. We're going to go for it and see how we do, unless something terrible happens. Actually, hole 2 will probably determine whether or not I try to qualify last minute Wednesday or keep going with this. Alright, that is not similar to the tournament win, so this is not really going to be good practice for anything. That might be a little hot, but I'd rather be up there. Oh no, that's still short and left. That one really got a hold of that. Should have put a lot more curl. Just curious. Nope. Pretty sure. Yep. In the bunker. You know, it's funny. I saw a post recently about someone in Elite saying that they did not care for if you win the match. If you lose the match, it's fine. But if you win the match, don't say good game. I'm not really sure I understand that. You know, you're not being a jerk. You're just telling them to have a good game. All right, we're gonna stick with the Guardian. I don't think I'm an expert that it's gonna be necessary to have the big dog for this hole. Provided we hit the fairway. Because the adjustment with the big dog that's only 1 yard further is also like 2 topspin. You know, depending on where you are, so. Hopefully he changes balls. Nope. Bandera ball's lack of power is going to be kind of a detriment on the second shot. There's going to be a slight headwind. And he's curling the wrong way. Is he going to do the max hooks curl to the opposite direction shot? Nope, he's curling the wrong way. That's not going to hold the fairway. Yeah, we got to get far enough down that this isn't a problem. Alright, apparently we could have done a little more topspin. I think we laid too far back, trying to play too safe. I really wasn't 100% on that. It's always a little whatever when you come off playing a lower profile with, you know, pro level clubs to trying to then play your, you know, your more leveled up accounts. Oh, having music problems over here. What's wrong with music? Oh.
The new crispy mushroom or Philly cheesesteak.
All right, we got
$1.99. Checkers and rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
That adjustment's not perfect, but it should be safe enough. I kind of rushed that because I was trying to get the music to work and did not realize it was my shot. Out of all the silly non-copyrighted music, this has always been one of my favorite songs right here. Spencer likes this one too. He's got me hooked on it. This is a very mellow beat. Like, I could totally be on a beach with this playing, chilling. And we escaped the dreaded hole 2 with the birdie. We will take that. Not a hole -1 lucky person every tournament. Not a hole that many people are going to make eagle. You're just hoping to get out of here without any mistakes. Alright, hole 3. Again, we're going to keep the Guardian. If we make it to the second fairway, the Guardian's more than enough. If we can't, it doesn't matter. I honestly have no clue. That's a lot of side wind, hardly any tail. I don't think that's going to be a shot we'll be able to make. Now granted, if we did go for it and we use a berserker, as long as we hit the fairway off the first bounce and fly forward, even if you land in the rough, you'll still make birdie because you'll be able to hit the next shot in the fairway, you know, pretty similarly to where it would have been had you laid back in the first fairway and then hit a wood over. The problem is then you're trying to make the eagle, you're trying to make that other shot with a low wind resistance ball versus a higher wind resistance ball like a Kingmaker. You know, which is doable, but I really don't think we can do it with a Pak 5, but just for argument's sake, let's try. Alright, we hit that as good as we could. Hopefully the adjustment's not too bad. No, the adjustment was okay. Oh, I think a Pak 6, maybe. A Pak 7, I think, can do it. For those guys playing the expert tournament with a Pak 7, congratulations, you have a huge advantage. I don't think Thor 6 would get it because it won't have the carry distance to get far enough to the end. Thor 7, I have no idea. I mean, that's a lot of topspin, but you know, it's going to hit way further back. I really don't. The only thing guaranteed to make that shot, I think, is a Pak 7, maybe 6. Especially if the wind picks up a little. If that wind was 11.5 instead of 9.9, I think a Pak 6 would have no problem. Yeah. We'll just hit a shot that holds up against the wind. Oh, that... Really? I got too far? Oh, we overpowered a little bit on accident. Okay, we're messing up all over the place. Not good. Okay, we need to refocus and actually pay better attention to what we're doing. Again, it's not going to hurt us, it's not going to kill us, you know. I don't think we're going to see a whole bunch of eagles on this one. You know, some people might hit it just short of that bunker where I was supposed to hit it in the fairway and get this shot right here to drop. But I don't know if we're going to see it super consistently because of the way this hole plays. Anyone that eagles this one twice in the weekend round and doesn't make any other mistakes is sitting very pretty. Definitely should have curled that. Okay, well, we played this hole pretty horribly. I think the real game plan for this hole, if you got Thor 5 or 6, a Pock 5, EM 7 or 8, is to lay back in the first fairway, safely take, you know, your Cataclysm or maybe a Big Dog or Guardian, hit it over the top of that grassy knoll in the center of the fairway, somewhere within mid long iron range, and then whatever your favorite long iron, you know, whatever your normal long iron is, take your chance at trying to get the eagle like that. You know, because you eliminate the danger. If I had, say, not hit that drive perfectly, if I had shanked it really hard left or right and hit the rough in the air, we would have maybe been in trouble on this hole. Because we hit the fairway first, we went so far forward that we didn't really have any problem, even with that little bunker mishap, getting all the way down here in the right amount of strokes to get birdie. So, near as I can tell, an expert, unless you have more favorable wind than the Pock 6 or a Pock 7, probably not worth the risk. Probably just have to trust your long iron. But I wanted to show you, just so any of you guys with Thor 6 or Extra Mile 8 were like, huh, maybe, I wonder if I... No, the answer is no. And again, probably won't burn any right now. I don't know, we might on this one. I think this account has plenty. But if you have more wind resistant balls than par 3, never a bad idea, especially when the wind is not helping, like this one is certainly not helping. I'm not a big fan of the shot he's trying to play right here. I mean, side wind means he probably shouldn't have too much trouble with distance. But, I mean, I see a few different ways this shot can go wrong. I mean, let's hope it doesn't. We want Alex to get a good score here, but... No? Okay. Alex knew what he was doing. That's a good safe shot. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. Yeah, we got a couple. Uh-oh, hold up. That was a little short. We were right on line. We were going dead at the hole, but we held back on the top spin a little bit. I think we shouldn't have. So 2.5 to be safe, maybe. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and try to qualify, so I'll just have to make mental notes of some of these shots. Of course, you know, this is also what's good about the DU recorder. You can record your shots and it won't be the game replay where it's harder to see what adjustments you made. You know, you'll have the actual full recording, see every adjustment you made. You can take screenshots and study your aim points. You know, I mean, tournaments are competitive and difficult. Every little advantage, everything you do that helps you get a little closer, avoid a mistake, gives you an advantage. So for you guys in my tournament prep group, you know, that's a big thing too. I mean, I know people who literally study game film like they're freaking John Gruden of their qualifiers and their openings, and in preparation for their weekend round, and they typically do very well because they're very well prepared. You know, they've done all their homework. They know what ball and what club they're going to use on every hole. All their adjustments, their aim points. You know, when you take all of the guesswork out of it, and you know you have a game plan in place, and then all you got to do is just worry about executing the shot. Just, you know, line it up, hit the perfect. Not a terrible attempt. Good luck, Alex. Alright, so far we're chugging along. We've got the quote-unquote expected score on every hole. Alright, this is the one John was having a little bit of trouble with the extra mile. He hit the tree. He still ended up safe. I kind of didn't do it 100% perfect myself. Ended up in the rough, but still safe. It's a lot easier with an Apocalypse due to its, you know, awesome curl. That extra curl makes all the difference. Even in a less than positive wind, which this is certainly not a good wind. I don't hate what he's going for here. I feel like he under-adjusted for the wind. And he missed it great on the left side. We'll see. Yep, he's going to go pretty much... No, he just went under the tree. Hold on. I was concerned he might hit the tree. Oh, well, he is using Quasar less power, so yeah. We're not going to do that. We're just going to stick with old trusty Kingmaker. Do that so we don't have to overpower very much. Just over. That shouldn't be bad, I don't think. No, we went in the rough again. More curl. Aim point's good. Line is good. I just really think we need to get a little more aggressive with the side spin and the curl. Getting a little too greedy, trying to get too close to the hole. Upping my chance of getting the shot to drop, but Thorn's got a much higher chance of dropping this shot than Nirvana because of the angle that I'm at. So, another little mental adjustment we'll have to make on the opening round. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot at it. Oops. We missed the perfect pretty bad. I don't think that's gonna... Holy mess. Alright, we got a little bit of luck there. Wasn't a... I mean, that's similar to what we were going for, but I honestly didn't think we'd get it with that grate. Okay, note to self, that little backstop right there will drain down to the hole if you get the distance adjustment correct. Alright, so we picked up an extra one there. That's good. As you can see, I've been very busy with mod work and helping you guys and a whole bunch of other stuff. I've not played on this account very much. Which one is this? Okay, we should be fine. Yeah, we're going to keep Guardian. You know, for you pro guys, I had you guys using Big Dog a lot because your Guardian's not leveled up. It's, you know, not at 179 yards yet. If you have max Guardian, 179 yards versus 180 yards, way more accurate club, and none of these shots were using any real top spin more than one or two. So it's just a better option. You know, you're talking about 50, you know, ish accuracy on a Big Dog versus 90 on a max Guardian. So... And plus, it decreases your chances of forgetting that you have a Big Dog equipped when you go to play a par 3 that requires a Guardian. Because that's the kind of thing I'm prone to doing at times. I'll tell you guys something, I don't know if, you know, I don't know if I talked about it in Elite or not. I think I just talked about it in chats, but I actually had a really good score going in a Masters tournament. And I... coming into a very long hole. Adjustments. I don't think I get too carried away. Anyway, I was going into a really long hole. I had used quarterback on a par 3. You know, third tee box, you can use quarterback a lot in Masters. And yeah, I forgot to put it back to Apocalypse and totally just tried to use the quarterback on one of the longest holes on the course, and that obviously did not go my way. Made par. It was a very difficult hole to eagle, so my opponent did not eagle and bail me out. Yeah, and I was like, you know, so close. I was like, you know, I don't know if I would have got a banner, but it was going to be a top 10 round for sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure I looked at the end just to add insult to my own injury, and I think it was going to be 4th or 5th. Instead, it ended up being 18th, you know, because that's how Masters goes. You know, you miss one stroke, and you move 10, 15, 20 spots, because, you know, it's log jam everywhere but the top couple spots. Even those come down to a lot of tiebreakers. So, yes. Definitely, always, like I was telling the pro guys, if you're switching clubs a lot, make it a habit to go back in before you play every hole. Look at your bag real quick. You know, hey bag, you know, what's in here? Okay. You know, make sure you don't pull a me and goof that one up. Alright. I think that's about where it's going to land. Oh, a little hot. Alright, so I don't think there was too much wrong with our adjustment. We overpowered a hair. We probably didn't need to. Oh, almost got another lucky break coming back on the backspin. Okay, so maybe no overpower, not even a slight overpower, and maybe another half bar to a bar of backspin. I mean, honestly, I didn't hate how close it came just coming off that little backstop right there, but if you get too cute and it gets hung up on that fringe, you're going to have no chance at the albie. So definitely think that maybe kill the overpower, maybe a hair more backspin, and that should give us a chance to drop one like we saw Tommy do in his stream. I think it was in his pro stream that I saw him do it, but same thing. He judged it perfectly, had just the right amount. That was a pretty good attempt. You know, checked up and dropped it right in the hole. With the Guardian, with no overpower and a favorable win, this is another one where I think people can maybe pick one up, get an albatross. Okay, so far we're on pace to just kind of do what the expected score is. You know, 11 under, 12 under maybe. You know, if we don't make any mistakes on these last few holes. It'd be nice to pick up one more. I really think this course on Expert, getting 2 to drop each side that the field doesn't necessarily get, you know, is what's going to get you maybe a banner chance this time. So if you're counting, that's about 26 under, I think. And we got that one to drop. That's the thing. I've played this hole, including practice, 6 times now, and I've hole-in-one it 3 times. Anytime you have a headwind, this hole-in-one is pretty easy. The tailwind that they actually have, you know, in the actual round, a little trickier. We did come kind of close earlier on pro. I mean, not, you know, we didn't scare the hole, but it had a chance. Huh. You know, to be honest, I would not have thought to try to play the bunker bump on this shot. I see so many chances for this to go terrible. But I really hope Matt proves me wrong and does something cool. Oh, no. That was not the side to miss that on. Oh, honestly, if he would have hit it perfect, that might have went in. That was a very clever way to play this hole that I would not have thought of. Damn it, damn you emojis. Work. I wanted to give him the clappy hands because I thought that was a really cool shot. I mean, you know, we've all done the bunker bump that Wade showed us all on Tour 11 and done it in a few other places, but I really didn't think that this was a good place to make an attempt or that it would even work. And Matt was like, in your face. Mad props to Matt. That was a cool shot. Alright, this par 4. I'm pretty sure last Christmas tournament, a lot of these holes had crazy tailwinds. Like that first par 5 had a crazy tailwind. Everyone was getting to the second fairway. This had a crazy tailwind. People were driving the ball, you know, all the way down to that second rock formation. Actually, I think some people actually drove the green. I really don't think that that would work here because we don't have enough tailwind. I really think the play is just to be safe, conservative. I kind of like it though. I like that they didn't give us a lot of crazy tailwind, so it's not just a snow globe fest. I like that people are going to have to make shots. Oh, we should have added some more curl. I honestly thought with that helping wind, that would have been more than enough. Okay, well, that was a pretty big mistake. Very silly. Helping wind, you did not help enough. Alright, note to self, play the more side span or add a little curl to that shot. Or play it closer to that inner corner, which is what we might do. Alright. Matt's the innovator here, coming up with cool shots all over the place. Let's see what Matt's got for us this time. We played it safe and we messed it up. Matt played dangerous and, you know, we might both be able to reach. Pretty sure there's a tailwind. Yeah, there's a tailwind. No, it is not a tailwind, but I think we can. Ooh, we missed it by too much, I think. Don't know if the wind's going to save us on that one. Nope. Thank you, wind. We wanted to just miss just on the other side of the target to hold it up against the wind, or perfect. We overcooked the roast, but the wind saved us. We're going to get away with one. It's hilarious. If you guys were watching both streams, you watched the pro stream earlier, I actually messed up the drive on that one too. Didn't have enough reach, ended up down right in between those two rocks, and we managed to make it with our Thor and save our birdie on that one. We're gonna have to clean this up a little bit. You know, this is not the, you know, it's not that we can't save birdie, but if you're saving birdie, you're losing your extra opportunities to make these eagles. You need to play the tee shot good and give yourself every chance to get something extra to drop, because there's only a few places on this course where anything extra is going to be, you know, easily done. Well, not easily, but not extremely difficult. You know, honestly, I'm probably at the point where we could just start forfeiting, but I kind of want to see what Matt does on this next par 3. Hopefully we get a different one. Maybe he's got something else for us here. No, we got a different one. Let's see what Matt does here. No, we're going first. Alright, we're going to be super boring, Matt. We're gonna go with 3 and some change, a little right spin. There. Yeah, 2.5, 3 probably was enough top spin. I just didn't want to come up short again and roll back down that hill, so we maybe played it overly safe. Definitely should have had more curl. Alright, Matt. Showtime, bud. What you got? Okay, this isn't this isn't as fun or as crazy as the other one. We've seen this shot played quite a few times. You can use that sniper for that little fairway patch right there, and get actually very close. All right, he's got a good adjustment. Maybe a little curl. Yep, there it is. Oh, we hit it way great. He may not beat us because of that. Nope, still killed us. That was a good shot. I like Matt. Need to find Matt and Tor play. Very polite, coming up with cool shots, beating us senseless. Alright, Kingmaker's definitely not going to cut it for this. We got plenty of these left. I think the more we cut the wind down, the better off we might be. I do that a little. But we don't want it to bounce too far up that hill. Spent a little too much time adjusting, but we still kind of got the shot we wanted. Okay, maybe we need to back off that side spin and play a hair more to the right. You know, the distance in the spin, I think it's still possible to get the hole in one. We just gotta work on it a little bit more. Alright. Now this shot I find to be very ill-advised. Not to say that Brian here won't pull it off, but it's very precarious because the top of that hill, it's not all flat. Some of it's flat, and you can get a consistent bounce. But if you miss the perfect by too much or misjudge the wind, you get a weird side bounce, and it'll go, you know, not well. That actually didn't turn out as bad as it could. I've seen a lot of them plop right in the bunker. Brian thought we were playing a shootout. I do that sometimes. What's bad is when you think you're playing a shootout and you just kind of goof off with the shot, and you realize, oh man, that was in the real game. And now I'm in the bunker. Going, yep, there goes my score. Okay, not terrible. B52 is a great club. I don't like it at level 5. I played with a little bit in Tour 10 on level 5 because you don't need a ton of backspin for those shots, most of them. Level 6, it gets kind of usable. Level 7 is a monster. I have level 7 B52 on my main account, and it is one of my favorite clubs. It is an absolute beast, especially at these kind of par 3s. So I actually hope to get this hole in one at least once in my weekend round. on that profile because, you know, I've got plenty of... Oh, get in the hole. Stop. No, did he finish up outside of us? Yep. You know, because, I mean, really, I mean, if you got a max B52, all that ball guide and wind resistant balls on this hole, I'd feel pretty disappointed if I didn't get 1 out of 2 hole-in-ones. Alright, hole 8, 1 left. We're going to stick with Guardian. This hole is all tee shot, especially if you're going to the right, which I am going to do. It's just a way easier second shot. If you want to play the bailout to the left, you can, and you can still get on the green from over there. Big Dog, Max Guardian, High Level Cat, of course, you know, can still be done. Oh, this one's a little different than what we saw. It was all side windy. This is way more head windy. We hit it great. We do have a good bit of curl and side spin. Hopefully it works out. Stay in the fairway. Almost too much topspin. We might want to... That was a little closer than I maybe would have liked to have come right there. We might have to take a hair off, even though it's a headwind, just to play a hair safer. Maybe just like half a bar to a bar. Yeah, we use the Kingmaker. We also have a lot of Royal balls. My wife calls them the panty ball because it kind of looks like there's a pair of panties on it. Same as Kingmaker, except it's got 1 extra power, 4 power. I think we can maybe, you know, because it, the less you have to overpower, the more likely you are to hit a good shot. You know, same wind resistance. Get back in the fairway. Nope. This one's going to play tough. Well, because we hit a really good shot, we have plenty of room to spare, so no overpower, no need. So we can really just kind of hone in on this adjustment. I think that might be a little hot. Also, we're definitely eyeballing these a little. Oh, that takes a weird to the right bounce. We didn't even play enough wind. I left it purposely a little less. Okay, really safe, easy eagle. We didn't really give ourselves a very good albatross chance. We'll have to work on getting that shot down. In pro, we were a lot further back. I was just kind of, you know, making sure it was on the green. Not so much worried about whether or not it was a chance at getting it to drop. Alright, we got 1 extra, minus 12. That's a decent tiebreaker. That's a good start. I'm thinking we need to get 1 aside, if not 2 one side, 1 on the other for a minus 25 to maybe have a chance at a banner this time. In expert, minus 26 in some brackets I think we'll win. There may be a couple brackets where a strong tiebreaker in a 25 wins. And there might be a couple where something stronger, like a 27, you know, gets put up. Someone's just got it going that day and everything's dropping. Get an early hole-in-one, early albatross, catch fire. You know, albatross hole in one and an eagle on a par 4 on one side, and all of a sudden you got a heck of a round going. Let's hope that this goes in for Brian. Come on, get in the hole. Good luck in the rest of your tournament, Brian. Sorry you couldn't get the eagle there, buddy. But, okay, we definitely have some things to improve on, but we still managed to scramble well and put up an okay qualifying score. We won't have to worry about that score. That'll definitely move us on through. Then we can just start thinking about how to clean this up. I can go back and I can review this footage, see what adjustments I made poorly, improve upon them, clean it up, and give myself even more chances to get more shots to drop. I'll be available in the chat for the rest of the night, until about 10. I get up really early for work, so that's about as late as I'll stay up most times. If you guys have any questions, or if you want to show me some shots from y'all's qualifying practice today, and we can kind of game from those, see what adjustments we need to fix. I'll be in the chat for the rest of the night. All right, guys.